Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. It's the day after Christmas, and you know what's so sad? I just thought about this. Girl, I have not been outside in 2 days. That is ridiculous. I said, girl, half of Houston could be on fire, and I wouldn't even know. Half of the city could just be chaos and confusion, and I wouldn't even know. I've been sitting in this apartment for 2 days. Looking a mess. I ain't did nothing. Okay, nothing. Anyways, we here. I was gonna go live today, um, but then I changed my mind. But we may go live tomorrow, so we can talk about Man Man and Tay Tay and Yandy. And Funky Dineva. We might go live tomorrow. It depends on how I feel. Anyways, I just wanted to come down here and run my mouth and talk about what was going on with Tyler Perry, or as I like to call him, Tyler. Oh, Tyler, Tyler, Tyler. Let me just start off by saying this. Okay, y'all already know what I'm about to say. I was not there, so I don't know. I wasn't there. I was not there, so I couldn't tell you nothing, okay? So we got that out of the way. Now, this is according to the Hollywood Reporter. Tyler Perry sued for sexual assault by new accuser, an actor in Medea movie. Oh, girl. Oh, sister. Oh, sister. That's my laptop. Hold up, y'all. Let me get her together. Oh, sister. Mm. Mario Rodriguez, who was told to audition for one of Perry's movies, seeks at least $77 million from the filmmaker and Lionsgate. Perry has denied the allegations. One thing I will give to the girls, girl, shout out to my Hispanic sisters and my white sisters. Baby, when I tell you one thing, when they do it, baby, girl, this is not funny. When them hoes sue, girl, they suing for the girl. They shaking the pockets. Do you hear me?
A dollar makes me holler, honey boo boo.
Because that white boy, he said he want 260 million. Okay? I want 260 million. Okay? And now we got Hispanic fish. She come in talking about she want 77 million. I said, baby, they are not playing no games with Tyler. All right, let's go ahead and get into the story. So Tyler Perry has been sued for sexual battery by an actor who appeared in Boo, a Medea family Halloween, and accuses the entertainment mogul of multiple instances of assault across several years at his Los Angeles home. Mario Rodriguez, in a lawsuit filed on Thursday in a California state court, claims that Perry subjected him to unwanted sexual advances, including one occasion in 2018, which the filmmaker tightly hugged him and grabbed his penis. In a statement, Alex Spiro, is it Spiro? You know, I will mess somebody's name up. A lawyer for Perry denied the allegations. Having recently failed in another matter against Mr. Perry, the very same lawyer has now made yet another demand from more than a decade ago, which will also be a failed money grab, he told the Hollywood Reporter. The complaint in the second filed against Perry accused him of leveraging his power in Hollywood to assault aspiring male actors in his orbit. Derek Dixon, who appeared in The Oval and Ruthless, sued Perry in June, alleging that the mogul pinned him against a wall and groped him. Rodriguez brings claims for sexual assault, sexual battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, plus a claim against Lionsgate, which distributed Boo, Medea Halloween, and did not immediately respond to a request for comment for turning a blind eye to Perry's alleged misconduct. He seeks at least $77 million. According to the lawsuit, a gym trainer at Equinox in Los Angeles approached Rodriguez in 2014 and told him that Perry asked for his phone number to discuss acting roles. That day, Perry allegedly called and told Rodriguez that he should audition for the role of a good looking college student on Boo, a Medea Halloween. You know, Mario, I'm not a bad person to know in having your corner, Perry said per the complaint. After auditioning for and accepting the part, Rodriguez was invited to Perry's Los Angeles home, the lawsuit says. There, they had drinks before going to the theater room to watch a movie. I was looking for this complaint because I really wanted to read the whole thing in its entirety, but I could not find it. I'm hoping by tomorrow, if we decide to go live, someone will have posted, even though, because for the most part, people gonna post stuff. Okay, so I'm hoping somebody finds it in their heart to just go ahead and post a document online so I can see what else was said. Anyways, so Perry allegedly put his hands on Mr. Rodriguez's legs and began rubbing his inner right thigh next to his penis, the lawsuit claims. Rodriguez excused himself for the restroom, but Perry persisted, according to the complaint. Man, if you would just come, I would take care of you for the rest of your life. And you wouldn't have to worry about anything, the filmmaker said. The lawsuit claims. I know you'll come around, baby. Once filming for Boo, a Medea Halloween finished in 2016, Perry called Rodriguez and teased opportunities about scripts I'm writing at his home. The filmmaker, who confided in Rodriguez that he had been sexually molested as a child, grabbed the actor's leg right along his penis. Per the lawsuit, Rodriguez says he resisted and left. According to the complaint, Perry reached out to Rodriguez again in 2018 and said he wanted to meet him for dinner at Maestro's Steakhouse in Beverly Hills to discuss a role in The Oval. After the pair left for Perry's home, where the mogul tightly hugged Rodriguez and told him to hold on, while trying to unbuckle the actor's pants, the lawsuit said. Mr. Perry reached into Mr. Rodriguez's underwear and grabbed his penis, writes Jonathan Delshad, a lawyer for Rodriguez, who also represents Dixon in the complaint. I have some questions, but I'm not gonna ask the questions tonight. But I do have, let me, what's so crazy, y'all? This is the thing, right? I think the only way that we can get to the truth, and it's not up to necessarily me to get to the truth, okay? Be very clear. But I think the only way that people can get to the truth is by asking questions. And I think that sometimes in these very sensitive, vulnerable conversations that are being had, these lawsuits that are being brought forward, even if it's not a lawsuit, in order to get to the bottom of things, questions have to be asked. And sometimes those questions may sound insensitive and border, like kind of like teeter the line of victim blaming. But I really feel in my heart of heart, that's the only way we can get to the truth. And I do have some questions. I'm not going to ask those questions right now, but best believe I got some questions. All right. After Rodriguez freed himself, Perry apologized and gave him $5,000, the lawsuit says. Maybe I know he took that $5,000. I would have too. Anyways, on another occasion in 2019, Perry grabbed Rodriguez's hand and placed it on his penis, the lawsuit claims. If you were just to be with me, I would take care of you. You wouldn't have to ever worry about anything, Perry told him, alleges the complaint, which notes that Rodriguez declined the overture and was again given $5,000. Baby, that's 10 racks, baby. That's 10 racks right there, baby. That's not funny. I'm just playing. That's $10,000, baby. And Rodriguez, who also appeared in The Family Business and as a model, says in the lawsuit that he decided to sue after learning of Dixon's claims. He realized that Mr. Perry was continuing to use his power and influence to sexually assault hopeful actors, and with the voice of others, decided that it was time to tell his story, to obtain justice, and to finally stop Mr. Perry. Dixon's lawsuit, which was originally filed in California state court, has been moved to federal court in Georgia. Oh, girl. Tyler, girl.
Baby.
I don't know, sister. You know, last time, girl, when all the shit hit the fan, Tyler brought his black ass down to the internet singing old Negro spirituals. Y'all don't remember when he came down? He was sitting on somebody's patio in a rocking chair, talking about wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade. Y'all don't remember that? I'm telling y'all, I'm not making this up. After the mess hit the fan, Tyler came down to the internet. He was sitting on somebody's patio, girl, in a rocking chair. He was singing some old school, some old Negro spiritual. I can't remember what Negro spiritual it was. It probably was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I don't remember what it was, but he was singing a song. But I think it was a church. I think it was an old nasty Negro spiritual. I do.
All that I can say, all that I can say.
I said, oh, sister. Girl, not you coming out to the internet, girl, singing church hymns, girl. Girl. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I said, girl, just go in the house, girl. Girl, just go in the house. Anyways, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I wasn't there, so I definitely don't know. We have had other people besides these two who have come out and accused people in Hollywood of, you know, sexual assault, sexual advances, and then, you know, they never really said no names. So I don't know, girl. I just remember the nigga came out with a skincare line soon afterwards. That's what I do know. Now that's what I do know. After that nigga ran his black ass down to the internet, he fine as hell, I ain't gonna lie. When he ran his fine ass down to the internet, he said he not no punk though, so I'm gonna leave that man alone. After he ran his ass down to the internet and told everybody that he was pushed up on against and girl, somebody tried to get him to bend over and grab his ankles. I said, whoa. I said, whoa. Either he said somebody tried to get him to grab his ankles or he not the kind that's going to bend over and grab his ankles. And then he said that somebody came to his house one time and offered him, I think, $100,000 to just see him naked. I said, nah, girl, mama ain't raised no motherfucking fool. Y'all got too many morals for me. Bitch, my clothes would have been on the motherfucking floor. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Give it to him. Yeah.
Thrust it. Come on, thrust it. Bob. Okay.
Y'all done took that 100,000. Baby, a hoe like me would have took that 100,000, baby. Okay? Baby, you got 5 seconds to see what you gonna see. And baby, give my money. Okay? Give me my money. I would have went to the car lot. Girl bought me an old cute girl Toyota, a Nissan, probably like a Nissan Maxima, something real cute. Girl, about 25,000, you know what I'm saying, paid in cash. And went on by my business, baby. But you know, like I said, girl, some of y'all got too many, but you know, y'all got morals and integrity, girl. Some of us, you know, girl, you gotta work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Anyway, shout out to all the boys and girls who, you know. But no, on a serious note, I really don't know. There are, I do believe some of these stories that come out. I'm not even gonna sit here and bullshit you. I do. I absolutely do. I do. We're not going to act like people in Hollywood have not been taking advantage of people who just want to live out their dreams Or they put these people in compromising positions and offer them things. And then, stuff really just starts to go left. And for those who actually want to live out their dreams, now they're put in this situation where it's like, I have to keep doing this. 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 But yeah, Fantasia came out and she had something to say. Let's get into Fan for a quick second. Fantasia, American Idol winner. Me and my friends used to call her Fan. Well, she came out and she posted an angel on earth, and then she tagged Tyler Perry. He gave 8K diamond earrings after mine were lost years ago. He has always taken care of me. Can I say something? This is what I think people need to realize, and this is for all of us. Me, you, your mama, and your cousin too. Your experience with someone does not negate other folks' experiences with that same person. You can interact with someone and the interaction be one of the best. And they're the nicest, kindest person you have probably ever met in your life. And then someone else could probably interact with that person and the interaction may not be that best. May not be the best. It doesn't take away from what you experienced, and it doesn't take away from what they experienced. But I do believe people have this mindset that because a person may do wonderful things for many people, that there's no way they can also do horrible things. It's like when you hear those stories online and you hear about that man or that woman, right? Non-binary, non-gender conforming. You hear about that person who everybody says was so nice at work and so gentle and so kind. And then you see them on the news because girl, they done took out the whole family and everybody is surprised. Oh my God, what happened? He was so nice because he was nice at work. You don't fully know that person. Yes, you interacted with that person, but that doesn't take away how he probably treated clearly his wife or his kids. You see what I'm saying? And I think that people, and I get it, right? It's kind of like, oh my God, like, well, the person was nice to me, and I'm pretty sure we've all done it to a certain degree where you might hear a story of somebody like, oh, girl, she was a bitch. She was a bitch, girl. She was nice as hell to me, girl. She was cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't take away from, she probably was a bitch to that person. Maybe she caught on the wrong day. Maybe her dog had just died. Maybe a family member had just died. Maybe she had just got into a car wreck, right? You don't know. Maybe that's why she was the way that she was. But it doesn't take away that when that person interacted with her, she was a bitch. You see? So I'm just saying that to say that it is odd of the timing of Fantasia's post, as if, you're trying to take away that because he bought you some earrings that I'm assuming your husband couldn't purchase. No shade. That all of a sudden that means that what Mario, Hispanic fish over there, is saying that happened to him. It couldn't have happened because he purchased me some earrings. We hear Tyler Perry does amazing things for people, whether he's buying folks groceries, giving people places to stay, making sure that black actors receive the pay that they should receive, hiring black actors, making black actors millionaires. So we hear these great things. The truth of the matter is, what these people are accusing him of could be a goddamn lie, right? I guess we'll have to figure it out, or the court will figure it out. But it doesn't also mean that just because he does amazing things for other people, that he can't do these horrible things at the same time or the next day. Yes, he bought you some 8,000, some 8K or 8 whatever she said, some high ass earrings. But he could also be this other person. Could be this other person. Not to say that he is, but he could be. Anyways. I was about to start reading Fantasia, but that's my girl. That's my girl. I'm gonna leave Fan Fan alone because that's my girl, and she always been my girl since American Idol. Fantasia is one of the girls who I still listen to her music to this day. Anyways, all right, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gone. Like I said, I may go live tomorrow. Yeah, I may go live tomorrow. I need to go to the mall because I have like a $50 credit that I need to use before the end of the year. So I'm gonna go to the mall, and it's kind of almost like a scam, cause girl, it's basically a $50 credit at Saks, but girl, I mean, what the fuck can you get out of Saks for $50? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to spend something, but it's so crazy because I actually need some more cologne. So the cologne I have, I'm about to run. Like I have like a few more sprays, and so I'm just gonna go to Saks and possibly get the same bottle of cologne or just get a new bottle of cologne. And that'll just take the $50 off. So I guess in a way it's kind of coming in handy. Anyway, so yeah. I may just go to Saks tomorrow and then we could probably go live. Probably around like 8 or 9. Probably like 8, probably. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all. Why did I just wave? Like y'all can see my black ass. Bye, y'all.